No, I'm kidding. Hi, it's me, OPT, the original Pharaoh of Tarot.
Thinking that we was like pharaohs, but I think Cupid miscalculated his arrows.
Hey, it's me, OPT, the original Pharaoh of Tarot, and today I'm going to be doing a general love message for the zodiac sign of Virgo. More than likely, right? Because we always pop up. Really. And this is like the second one I'm doing today because the last one I thought I was feeling love, but it was more of like dreams, right? Dreams, goals, and aspirations. So, ooh, excuse me, I was burping over there too. So feel free to go check out the video. If you have some doubts of within your careers or goals or next steps or maybe dreams or passions and stuff. And yeah, what it says, sorry, but I think I apologized in the last video. It's Thanksgiving. Okay. I could burp. I could fart if I want to, but that'd be rude. Oh, we have change, right? So change is gonna come. The change is gonna come. I'm actually going to, I know I should have had this ready already, so I apologize for what I'm going to do. So we have the change card, and with change it comes that we need to accept change, right? Accept that life, like the seasons, is about changing. Things are going to change every day. So take advantage of the change, right? Take advantage of the different change of energy and plan ahead, right? So you should always welcome change and just ride its energy, ride the flow, ride the vibes. Because if you can't adapt to change, you're not going to go nowhere. You're going to always be uncomfortable. You're going to always not be able to operate properly, in my opinion. So I took these out in an order. Maybe you need to change the order that you're doing things, right? Wasn't this about love? Maybe you need to change the person that you're That's not nice. That's not for everybody. Okay. You know, it was so funny. Another card fell, so I'm gonna grab that. It's the Four of Swords. So there we go. So we have excuse me. I keep burping. I don't know what this is. So this isn't about love. I could have swore we're focusing on love. But this needs to, so you have to change the way that you go about things when it comes to your finances, right? So you need to I'm hearing say less and act aloof. Oh, Okay. Okay. So this is dealing with just the people that you love, right? So you have to change the way that you go about with people that you love, because you could be a person who has a harsh way with words with the King of Swords, right? But you mean what you say. With the Queen of Pentacles, you mean what you say, and you say it in a very nurturing way. And with this being a Virgo reading, right, we are very assertive when we talk sometimes, right? But it sometimes I think we can be a little bit too harsh. And again, it's not intentional, right? Because it's we say it out of love. But you know, it cannot be translated that same way. So go about it in a different way. And I always try to, like, if I'm ever, and I love that these cards are close to each other, because with the Page of Swords, it's someone who's inexperienced with kind of communicating, right? And we have the Fool, who just doesn't really know what's going on or doesn't know which way to go. So anytime that I am dealing with people in general, right? Like if I run into like an old person, right? And they piss me off, because people piss me off. I don't care. I don't care what age you are. But I always try to act like, well, what if that was my grandparent, or that was my mother or my father, right? And how would I want them to act, right? And so and even with people that are being like ignorant or arrogant, like when you start, I wouldn't say like talk to them like a child, because that's different, right? But when you have them kind of see their own actions and make them like kind of see, okay, maybe that wasn't the right way to go about things, you can just lead by example. And I said that before too with some family, and I was just like, I don't mean disrespect with disrespect. I'd rather just, leave things alone, right? And I love these two, because it's kind of like pick your battles, right? Because you could have so much more, or you could be sitting here laying in misery thinking about things that don't affect you, right? So pick your battles. Communicate in a sense with innocence, or if you're talking to maybe someone of even mentally impaired, right? You're not going to sit here and yell at someone who is not necessarily cognitively who doesn't have the cognitive ability, like just me, just right now, right? Like, I didn't know how to talk. But someone who doesn't have the cognitive ability to process things the way you do, you wouldn't be yelling at them. And I think sometimes people don't recognize that. That's why I laugh a lot, because I don't know what you're thinking, and I don't really care. All I need to know is that we communicate properly and we're both respecting each other, because there's no hate in my heart, right? And all the other stuff, right? And just stay true to yourself. Stick to your truth. And like I said, it's like you're going to say what you want to say with the King of Swords, and it's going to be a truth and a value, but it's going to be because it's coming from a nurturing place with the Queen of Pentacles. But I think that's it. Earth element, yep. I'm gonna have to pull 2 more cards. I'm gonna say stay true to yourself. So Earth element, right? Stability. Because once you stay true to yourself, you're not easily persuaded into other things. So yeah, maybe this is like tough love. Maybe you had to give tough love, or maybe you're so used to giving tough love, right? And that's all that you know. That's all that you know how to communicate with these two. You could be dealing with an Aquarius or an Earth sign. That could be Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. I don't know why I be forgetting the signs like that. What was I saying? Oh yeah, that's how you know how to, maybe that's how you got it, right? So when you give it to other people, you don't necessarily know how to do things different. We're gonna take that. So, ooh, my heart's hurting. Yeah, that's what, I'm sure it's just gas because of all the food. But like, you ever talk to someone or say something and they be like, ooh, my heart. That's kind of the feeling that you give to someone. But you just give tough love, and that's okay. But, they don't always have to toughen up, because there's so many blessings that you could be missing out on if you will just kind of allow the things that are meant to flow the way it flows. That's just how it's coming to me, because there's healing stuff that's going to be involved in this. So again, this could be with a partner. Change the way that maybe you act of love, or I don't want to say it's like the way you talk to me, but again, since it's that same energy. It's the same energy. You're doing the same shit. You're doing the same shit, like for real. So Put that shit dead. Let it go. Let it go. Pick your battles. The things that are meant for you are gonna come to you, right? With the life depths, like if you know that you got blessings and healing coming, like allow it, right? You'll be the main one to stop the things that go right in your life. I hate to say that, but just like how God sends people, the devil sends people too, and sometimes it's not even like a specific person. This is a 10 on, so we're gonna show that, but I'll mention it. Sometimes it's not a specific person, it's like energy, right? It's a specific energy, and that will be sent on both ways to kind of test, you know, what is meant for you, right? That's why it says stay true to yourself, because once you know, I love that. Once you know that you have that stability, again, level up, truth and stability, you can't be persuaded. So it don't matter what comes your way, right? Let that shit, put it, let it go. Let it go. Change the way that you go about things. You have all the tools with the mage, right? So we have to change the way that we go about things. You have all the tools to do so. And I think when I say the tools, right, we have the Hierophant. So again, it could be dealing with the Taurus here, and the abundance with the Three of Cups. You have all the tools, right? So it's not, there's nothing that's lacking from you to be able to get this. You just have to have faith, right? But you have to change the way, change the tough love to puppy love. Change that tough love to puppy love. Because, and pick your battles. Y'all getting on my nerves. Because I don't like to stay in this. I'm the type of person, like, I have the conversation that is done. But that's that's probably the problem, right? You can't be like that, you know. I communicate properly. I think that's always fair, right? I don't think if you're yelling, you're not gonna get anything across, right? And there's a lot of. It's not even. I wouldn't even say arguments. It's more of like a lot of. There's frustration. There's tension built up. It could be sexual frustration or sexual tension that's built up. But it's like they're wanting, or you're wanting to give something to them, or like vice versa, whatever. But there's so many different emotions going on, and it could be seen as bickering, nagging, petty arguments, or whatever. And it's not nothing like, it's just you two not knowing how to communicate properly with each other, because you're both like. Both of these people are tired, and they're tired of dealing with this stuff that's around them, right? And they want to change, but it doesn't seem like they know how. And it looks like one of them has been injured, right? So one of them's injured in the past, and we had the healing card where it's just, that's all that you know. All you know is that tough love. But you gotta have faith. Again, the Hierophant card, again, we got it again. So again, could be dealing with the Taurus, but you have to put in that work and have faith and learn new ways to communicate, right? Because you know how to communicate the way that you need to communicate, but you know that the way that you communicate is not a healing way that you need. You know, it's not healing. It's probably hurtful, if anything. So, and that's not funny, but again, it's not intentional. It's more of just, that's just all you know. So you have to change what you know, right? Change that tough love to puppy love, and you will see like major changes into the next couple of steps. I want to kind of see if you change that tough love to puppy love, kind of what are some of the expected outcomes. I want to pull from another deck too, so I'm going to pull two from here because I'm preparing two. Oop, well that gave me three. So, of self-realization, the void, and realization. So changing that to puppy love, or changing that to puppy love. you'll realize kind of maybe how would you want to talk to people how you would want to be talked to, right? And take that time to actually go and do that, go in a hermit mode, right? Do that self-reflection and be with yourself and look at, is that a good way to talk to people? And there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. Maybe that's what they need to do, right? But again, it's always about self, because you can't control anything but self. So just change the way that you maybe have to go about things, because you gotta think like everybody has their own different past and upbringing and ways of communicating. Especially if there's a language barrier. I feel like someone's dealing with someone with a language barrier. So it's like you say things like, maybe clean up, but to them it's like you're bossing them around, when it's like, no, that's just how you say like clean up, and they don't have a problem doing it. It's just like they may just not want to be talked to that way, but again, it could just be the way that you guys don't know how to talk to each other. So 10 of Cups, right? Queen of Swords. So we have the King of Swords with the Queen of Swords here now, so it means that the perfect pairing, learning how to have that balance of that masculine and feminine, right? So if you are feminine energy, maybe you got to cool it down, right? Maybe you're giving off too much of a masculine type of communication and it's not vibing well, and it usually doesn't, right? Or vice versa. Apply it how y'all apply it. I'm not gonna go through all that. But you'll have the 10 of Cups at the end, so you'll have that favorite outcome once you kind of figure out that balance and create that stability. And trust the process, right? You have to trust the process. Once you do that, you'll have your outcome of the Sun, right? With happiness. You won't have that bickering back and forth anymore. You'll have a new offering of something, so it actually promotes something more. So if you feel like there's a void missing within that union or relationship, once you kind of figure out that communication process, the next offering will be of not only just happiness, but there will be something else to fill the void that you're feeling now, if you currently are feeling a void. We have the Judgment card and the Devil card, right? So under realization, knowing that you have to be fair, right? You have to have that balance with the Judgment, right? Because if you want good things, you can't speak in a bad way. Period, right? And with the Devil card, you may be having that unhealthy attachment to that communication style. And I think that's fair for everyone, because again, we have all different upbringings and different styles of communicating. But once you realize that maybe that's not the type of communication, like I would see type of communication around me growing up, and I would be like, you know what? I like that type of communication, and I don't like that type of communication. So when I get older, when I get up to this point in my life, this is how I want to communicate. That's me being self-aware at a young age, right? And I think if you're watching these videos, you probably were too. But if you're just coming into a new realization, because again, with the last video, blossoming, right, and changing, right, you're evolving, you're going to have a different new realization of self. So understanding that how you want to communicate to yourself is how you should be communicating out into the world, because you're going to reflect of what is to you, or what belongs to you, or what is of your energy. Whew. That's it. Okay, hope that resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye.
I'm too divine, you know that I deserve so much better. You know that I